neurologist Walter Freeman made ice pick lobotomy a popular treatment for homosexuality. And you heard it! Ice pick lobotomy, electric shock, and drugs to induce nausea while showing the patients with the same pornography. Know that you are not alone. Hello, I'm Maggie of My Transgender Date, the #1 dating platform for trans women. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Now for today's video, the topic is quite controversial but important. We will be discussing conversion therapy, its harmful effects, and why it should be banned. First things first, what is conversion therapy? Conversion therapy, or what they call reparative therapy, aims to cure or fix the youth from having an alternate sexual orientation or gender identity. Who are the common targets of conversion therapy? This is often done to LGBTQ+ teens so they can conform to social norms or religious beliefs. Now, since teens and children are still under the guardianship of their parents, the adults decide to put them in institutions that do conversion therapy. Sadly, there are those LGBTQ+ adults whose beliefs have been deeply ingrained in them that being who they are is wrong. So they also undergo this kind of therapy by choice. Conversion therapy has been rejected multiple times by mainstream medical and mental health organizations. Those who often approve of this practice are people who think that us LGBTQ+ people are mentally ill. So, conversion therapy can either be targeted towards changing a person's sexual orientation, aka gay conversion therapy, or their gender identity, as in transgender conversion therapy. How is conversion therapy done? Over the years, the methods and techniques of this therapy have evolved. Because it's considered a pseudoscience, organizations have the freedom to do what they want to reach their goal. But in doing so, these methods can be very abusive. The first one is behavioral modification. Now, this method involved electric shock and drugs to induce nausea while showing the patients with the same pornography. This technique was said to strengthen heterosexual feeling. Most of the people who undergo this do not get successfully converted. They are often traumatized and conflicted. The next method is called therapy. I would say this is abuse, especially if it was done to teenagers. They would screen homosexual men and urge them to have intercourse with women. This method apparently would urge men to be attracted to women. But a lot of the time, this wouldn't work because it only strengthened the heterosexual responsiveness of patients who were already bisexual. The third method is the lobotomy. In the 40s to 50s, neurologist Walter Freeman made ice pick lobotomy a popular treatment for homosexuality. And you heard it! Ice pick lobotomy. Why was it called that? The doctor would make a small hole in the skull. Then they would insert an ice pick-like tool through this hole. The goal was to separate certain parts of the brain from each other. Many of the people who had this procedure done had serious side effects such as memory loss, physical disabilities, and a change in a person's personality. This practice is now banned in modern medicine. Walter Freeman apparently did this on 2,500 homosexual individuals. Now, these three are just some of the methods they employed when doing conversion therapy. But there are other methods that can grow to increasing levels of torture and abuse to beat the gay out of someone. What are the effects of conversion therapy? Conversion therapy has been debunked and discredited multiple times by experts. There are no benefits to this kind of therapy. It only causes negative effects on the people subjected to it. Patients who undergo conversion therapy often experience the following: abuse, trauma, psychological problems, shame, further confusion, mental and physical disability, and more younger LGBTQ+ individuals such as teens and children who undergo conversion therapy are more than 8 times likely to attempt suicide. They are nearly 6 times as likely to report enhanced levels of depression. They are 3 times more likely to do illegal drugs. They are also 3 times more likely to be at high risk for HIV and STDs. In conclusion, conversion therapy is a harmful and discredited practice that needs to be banned worldwide. There are some countries such as Malta, Taiwan, and Germany that have done a nationwide ban against conversion therapy. But for countries like Australia and America, there are still states that still allow conversion therapy. That is why it's vital that we stand with the rest of the LGBTQ+ community and work towards a more inclusive and safe future for everyone. I'm going to show some of the health organizations that are against conversion therapy on screen. The World Psychiatric Association, the Pan-American Health Organization, Regional Office of the World Health Organization, the International Society of Psychiatric Mental Health Nurses, the American Medical Association, the American Psychiatric Association, the American Psychological Association, the American Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, the American Counseling Association. There are other organizations that are against conversion therapy. So I urge you to do your research and support these groups that seek to ban this abuse against the LGBTQ+ community. If you or someone you know has been through conversion therapy, know that you are not alone. The organizations I mentioned previously and support groups around the world are ready to help you. Just remember that it's crucial to seek professional help to address the emotional and psychological trauma that may have resulted from conversion therapy. Here are some other resources that you can refer to in the links I will show on the screen. The Trevor Project, GLAAD, the Hotline.org. I will also be posting the links to these organizations in the description below. Now, I would like to thank you for joining me today. Your support means that we can continue making videos like this to help the LGBTQ+ community. Please help me in spreading awareness on this issue by sharing this video with friends and family. If you found this video informative, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. See you in the next video.